about to start.
Everyone, welcome to a new episode in a new year, 2019, of No Conduct Radio. Tonight, we're not doing really a relationship show. We're going to put relationship in there, but we are talking about New Year's resolutions because I know people love to do them. Now, even though people love to do New Year's resolutions, do they actually stick? Are they worth it or not? And the way we're going to incorporate relationships into today's show is what are some relationship resolutions that you should have and actually how to make them stick. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm also kind of live in our Facebook group, No Conduct Radio, just showing a preview of this show. So if you hear me sounding different right now, that's why. How is everyone doing today? This is our first show of 2019. Do you feel different that it's 2019? Because I feel no different at all.
No different. No.
Okay. And, of course, Char is not here. First show, she's not here on time. I mean, should we expect anything different? There she is. Shari!
Hi guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm still at my desk here, and I know that's not professional on the other end here because I love our radio show. So I'm actually here now. I was just wrapping up a call. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good. Yeah. What did you say? Yeah. Oh, someone
well,
you say
like
yeah.
we were talking about, we were saying we were okay. My question was, is 2019 like? Does anyone feel any different? What did everybody do on, I guess, December 31st to January 1st that night?
I had fun. I spent it with friends. You just stayed home? Were you by yourself, BJ?
I stayed home, chill, relaxed.
Okay. I heard you. I was just asking, did you spend it with anybody there with you? I heard you. I just said, does anyone spend it with you at home and relaxing?
I stayed home, chill, relaxed. There you go. That's what I did.
Oh, so he's being secretive. Oh, okay. So you and your hot date, just running it together, right? Gotcha. I know code. I know no conduct code. And that's code for something else.
Are you secretive?
Huh?
Like, why was that your go-to?
Why was that what?
That's a female thing.
Oh, no, because I feel like
I said, why were you
quickly.
thinking he's being secretive? Why was that your go-to?
Because when I asked him, he kind of said it so quickly twice, like look, I just stayed home and chill. You can stay home and chill, and you can have someone there with you to enjoy the New Year together. So when he said it 2 or 3 times just like that, it was like I don't really want to mention that I have to be at that company.
No,
that's why I said, that's code. That's what it sounded like to
me. No code. You just read into things that
All righty.
Not code, dear.
All right. Okay. Well. Alrighty, so happy birthday, Logic. Happy belated birthday. Is Logic on yet?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Logic. You could have had a creepy breathe-in. He's right there.
No, not yet, but I know he had a birthday 2 days ago. So did you do anything special? And don't worry, I'm not going to push you to say what girl you screwed that night. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
But you can push me. Okay.
Wow.
No, seriously, Logic, how was your birthday? Seriously.
I don't remember, honestly.
That was a good birthday.
What I did that day.
That was a good birthday.
Yeah, listen, the end of the year is always a crazy time, so, I don't even really know what I did that day. Nothing eventful, though. I don't really care about birthdays, honestly. It's just another day.
Exactly.
Alrighty, well, my New Year's
I'm
Eve
surprised.
was great.
I was going to say I'm surprised that Char didn't go out. I'm not really surprised that BJ didn't go out because, you're old.
No, I sort of,
my God.
I mean, I sort of went out. I mean, I don't know.
Damn.
You guys, I kind of feel like I sort of went out because we got dressed. We got dressed to go to my friends. She had a dinner party, so that's sort of going out, right? Hello? Hello?
So you just went by yourself?
No, I was saying, you're talking to me, right? Oh, no, I was saying that Charles and I were invited to a dinner, like an adult, ring in the year dinner party. They had all kinds of champagne and party favors. They had a lot of food, and it was really nice. We played games, so it's sort of like going out because we still, got out the house. Do you know what I mean? So, it was really fun, actually. Yep, so that's what we did. But I like that sort of thing opposed to going to a club or a lounge or anything really, or casino. I'd rather just spend it with other adults, So
yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
who's sounding old now? Like I just rather spend it with people I care about.
Well, I do care about these people. We actually spent the night. They had a guest room, and we sure took advantage of it. And then,
look at that! Did y'all compare stories of your commute routes to work? Yeah, I take I-70 such and such and get off at blah blah blah.
Okay,
it was lovely.
Okay,
and
so
and
now
you know
that
what?
she brought it up, now that she brought it up, this is a question I have. Okay, how many people are comfortable, like, having sex in other people's houses?
Having
That's
sex
a
in
good
other
question.
people's houses?
Like,
right.
Yeah, like you're over there, as a guest, and you're sleeping over. They have a guest room, and you go in their guest room and do it. Like, you're comfortable with that?
Well, let me put it this way. In the famous words of BJ, who said anything about sex? I just chilled. We went to sleep. We chilled. We enjoyed our time at their house. How elusive I found when it's so obvious that it could have been something else. Yes. No, but this is someone that I know extremely well. She's literally one of my BFF, like really seriously for 30 years. So I felt very comfortable, and she has a guest room for a reason. They can always disinfect their sheets, obviously, before they invite anyone to spend the night.
She had
after.
She had a guest room for a reason. What?
No, I said no. Well, yeah, people know if they have a guest room, so they're going to disinfect their sheets before anyone sleeps in their bed. Who would be like, oh, so you can just take our guest room?
Oh, God.
Like, that you're preparing for company if you have a nice house and you have a guest room.
Say,
why would you even offer people if you have nasty sheets? I mean, for where they're not going to be comfortable. That's what I'm saying. But it's someone that I know very well. It's not like it's a hotel or anything. I know that. Hotels are worse anyway than a friend sometimes. How do we know what hotels do? Right?
Man, God.
Okay, well, logic. What?
No, I'm sorry.
What happened?
A real life. No, this package I've been waiting for, they just texted me and said they delivered it downstairs. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Good God. Is it your mail order bride? Just wondering.
Yeah, I've been boning up on my Cantonese, so I'm about to have to get off the phone. She's downstairs waiting.
So what I was going to say was, are you okay with having sex in other people's house?
I don't think it's wrong. I mean, unless it's a rule, like if it's your mom's house and your mom had the "don't you be banging nobody in my house" rule, and you do it anyway, then that's like, you're being a jerk. But if I was over a friend's house and they had a nice sized house and they had a guest room, I personally, I would try not to, because I know if I have a house and I have a guest room or a guest suite or something, I wouldn't want to be changing sex juice sheets for my friend and his girl.
Ew, why?
So just out of common courtesy.
But,
what?
Laja, but what if you have company that's coming from out of town and they're coming to visit you, and you have a lovely home to where you have a guest room and they're staying with you as guests? What are they supposed to do? Refrain from that activity the whole time they're staying?
I just said I don't knock it. I don't knock it. If it happens, it happens. I mean, you could be a newlywed. You know, you can't control that. You know, she putting on something and she got the panties on in front of you, which you know. If you could sneak one in, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to really hold that against you, but I just know me, I would try not to, especially if I'm not going to be there for long, like it's only going to be a couple of days or something. Because, again, me personally, no matter how close I am, even if it's one of my brothers, I'm not the type where I'm going to sleep in your house. Like, if I'm there to visit you, I'm going to get a hotel, and we're just going to meet up every day. I'm not the type of person where I just want to be in somebody's house.
Well, what if it was New Year's Eve and you're drinking and the safe thing to do is stay put? Why would you be looking at formalities at that point when it's New Year's Eve and this is the best time for anyone
okay, but
to celebrate?
Just because you're staying put doesn't mean you have to have sex. Like, that doesn't
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. It's natural when you're celebrating on that holiday, especially people that might be drinking champagne or whatever, and it's not safe to drive anyway. And if there's a comfortable home and guest room and these are people you know so well, what would be unusual about that opposed to going out there, oh, let's just get a hotel? If you're going to leave and physically drive to get a hotel, we can just go home. We live in the same city, but it's way far on the other side, but it's also dangerous with a million checkpoints just to get from point A to point B when you're already there. So it's a hotel is 1,000% worse to me because there's all kinds of hundreds and hundreds of people coming in and out of that thing and that bed over even a week maybe. So opposed to a friend who may have rarely someone, you know, every 6 months that might stay in their guest room. You know what I mean? So it's not like their bed's getting worn out.
You're kind of losing. You're losing me here. I don't know about the traffic of who's coming in. I'm just merely talking about the cleaning up afterwards, of changing the sheets and stuff. That's
don't
the only
think
thing
so
that I'm
hard
thinking
through
of.
it. I mean, don't think so hard through it. I mean, some things are just natural in life. It's not like you really have to. I mean, that's just so. I don't know. I just feel like that's really kind of like splitting hairs, apples, oranges. No, I feel like it's splitting hairs. I feel like it's petty.
I'm going to tell you.
So,
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what you want me to say. I just, you know.
I don't know what I want you to do either, because if you and your girl, and you're probably going to say I wouldn't do that unless she was my wife. I don't know. And you were visiting some friends somewhere, let's just say out of town, you know, for a couple of days, and when you're on vacation, it's already hopefully like set up to be a nice, you know, intimate setting, just knowing your way from home. You're just going to hold it in the whole time because you don't want them changing your cum on your sheets. I mean, they're not going to be thinking that if they're your friends and they offered you to stay.
As I said, I personally will just try not to. Now, I'm not saying that if my girl came to me, I would mug her in the face. Get out of here! What are you talking about? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that personally. You know, me knowing me and how I roll. If I ever did stay in a friend's guest room, it would literally only have to be for a day or two tops, because anything more than that, I just know me and my comfort level, especially if I want to smash my chick. I'm not going to try to be quiet in my friend's house because I don't want him to hear it. I'm going to get a hotel room and be free.
Right.
And do what I want to do.
Okay, out of town, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Not have to creep in and out of doors, like see if anybody's there before I come out the shower. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm grown.
Yeah.
So I'll just go.
I agree with that part. We usually get a hotel,
right.
and if we do stay with friends or with family or friends, it's like 2 nights.
Wake up 1 in the morning and I want a sandwich. I don't want to have to like text him hoping he's still awake. Is it okay if I look in your fridge to? No, I'm just going to bring up a turkey burger or whatever.
I get that.
I
totally agree with that. Yep. Okay. That totally makes sense to me.
Okay. Well, how about you,
safe
BJ?
anyway. That's good.
What? I got none of that.
What did you say?
You both talked over each other, so I didn't hear anything that either of you said. What did you say?
No, Kai was saying something.
Go, Char.
What did you say, Kai? Oh,
no, I just said
Char
at least we were all safe. No, I was just saying at least we were all safe when you completed your story logic. I just said, okay, well, at least we were all safe, like on New Year's Eve, and I just left it at that. But then Kai was like, so BJ, what did you do? So, yeah, BJ, what did you wait a minute, you didn't ask that. You already asked BJ what he, wait, what was your question?
I asked him, BJ, what do you think about doing that in a friend's house or relative's house or whatever?
If the mood is right, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem. No.
That was easy. Painless. This is a 1-2 answer. Okay, I thought it was going to be a little more dramatic, but okay, that's cool.
Oh, come on.
Guess he's on my team with that one because I sure didn't have no problem.
Just.
Well, me.
What did you say, Kai?
No, I was just saying BJ gets to the point and that's it. Just 1-2. Yeah, no.
Right.
Do you want to say anything else? No, that's all.
No.
You're like, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Me, it depends. No, I was going to say it depends on how close the other room is. But, no, it really doesn't depend on that.
No.
Yeah, I have no problems doing it in other people's houses. I think the only house that I would be kind of creeped out of doing it in is my mom's house. I have never, ever,
Me too.
ever,
Really?
ever,
Really?
ever,
Me too.
ever,
Me too.
ever,
I could
ever.
never, even with the husband, I just feel creeped out.
Why?
I can't even do, even if it's a husband, I still, it's like my mom, no.
What?
Even with the husband, you would think it would be okay.
If you had a friend and you would smash in their bed and just leave it for them to change the sheets, that would never.
No, I didn't say that. I wouldn't leave it for them to do that. I would totally change the sheets. I have no problems doing that. I'd throw it in the wash, put it on hot water, everything.
Your friend, listen, but let's be real. Most of the time, your friend is not going to say, "Oh, you want to wash this sheets? Yeah, this is my laundry room over here. This is how you work your washing machine." It's not going to happen. They're going to say, "Oh no,
they're not going to ask you to do that." Right.
No. So come on.
I'm kind of a. I mean, come on. How long have y'all known me? You know me. I'm a forceful person. Just because you say no doesn't mean it's going to happen. If I say I'm washing the sheets, I'm washing the sheets, and that's it. I wouldn't leave my dirty sheets.
So you're gonna force this person to let you wash the sheets in their washing machine?
Yeah.
Wow,
I
never thought of it that way.
She's gonna put her foot down. I'm washing the sheets.
What's
You
wrong
want to
with
argue
that?
about
That
it?
I'm doing something kind? Yes. I was at a friend's house. This was like maybe a month ago, and she had us. She gave us dinner, and I was cleaning up the table after because she gave us dinner. So I clean everybody's. That's just my thing.
I
do that too. I do the same thing with my friends. I help wash dishes.
I'm giving an example.
Okay.
I'm giving an example. And she was like, "Stop cleaning my table. Stop cleaning for me. I'll do it." And I was like, "Stop telling me what to do. The faster you can stop sitting here telling me this, the faster I could finish." So that's just me.
You would wash the sheets? I wouldn't wash the sheets.
Yes, I would wash the sheets.
As time goes on, she reveals herself to be a very complex, psychologically individual.
What? What was complex about that?
Just the way that your psychology works, how you conduct yourself with people is just every year. It unveils another level of your psychosis. Like for you to tell that story and not realize you just basically told a person to shut up and stop telling you what to do in your house. That's like you didn't even understand. Like this person's asking you, "Can you stop?" And you're like, "No. The quicker you stop telling me to stop, I'll do what I want, and we can both go back to acting like nothing happened."
But if I'm doing something nice, how is that? See, you lost me now. I don't understand how that's bad.
No, because
I understand it was their house. It's not like I'm
listen,
trying to go in a room they forbade me from going in. But you fed me dinner. I'm cleaning up.
I'm not saying she has a problem with what you did. I don't know. That's just right now. I have no idea. But I'm saying that some people, when it's their home, they may feel that they don't want people to intrude and start doing certain things in their house, especially if you're talking about a stay-at-home wife or something where she feels certain things is her territory. And then here you come and you're trying to do certain things that she might not be comfortable with. But you're such an aggressively, I don't know how I would describe how you roll, but you're so pushy that it never enters your mind that this person really may not want you to do this because it's making them uncomfortable. But all you're thinking about is what you want to do and how it's making you feel that this person is not letting you do this. I'm just saying.
All right, so now you made me feel bad, and now I have to find out if that's what I was doing.
Listen. No, you don't. You leave it where it is because whatever happened already happened. I'm just saying when people are asking you, no, please, no, stop. Don't just be like, hey, what are you doing? Let me do what I do, and just take a minute to think about maybe this person might not want you using their vacuum cleaner. Maybe they have a certain way. If a person has OCD with certain things, and here you come just wiping it whatever way you do, you might be like, they might be screaming in their head like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and then can't wait for you to leave so they can go back and do it the way they do it.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, imagine, isn't there a certain way that you clean that if somebody tried to come in your house and say, no, I got it, and they clean horribly?
Well, see, I would.
You like.
They wouldn't do it the way I don't like because I would give them the cloth and the and I would watch them clean it
and you would hover over them and control
for instance,
the situation.
If they came over, like for instance, if I made chicken, and then they went to try and wash the dishes before I got to the sink, they can't touch it. There's no way. I have to clean the sink a certain way after I do chicken, and. But see, that's my house. Like I know it sounds. I don't know. Shut up. I'm just gonna shut up now.
I don't know. That's just funny to me. Nah, shut up. I got it. Just don't tell me what to do, and I'll be done. That's crazy.
I mean, I didn't think of it that way. Like my thing is, if I don't want somebody doing something for a certain reason, I'll tell them. Then you're going to stop. Like, that's it. But if you're just telling me, we had you over, then you're not giving me a reason to stop. I understand if, hey, I don't clean it that way. Then I'll say, oh, how do you clean it? Do you want me to do it the way you do it? No, I'll just do it myself. I'll be like, okay, that's different. That's what I would do to anybody else. I wouldn't just be like, well, don't, I just fed you. I'm not, I guess I'm, what do you call it, forthcoming? I don't know what the word is. But I wouldn't tiptoe around the problem. I'll tell you why I don't want you doing it, and that's it. So then it wouldn't get done. But I guess some people are nicer than me. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Shut up.
Perhaps.
All of y'all, shut up.
Oh, my God.
That's my personality.
Have you ever been with a guy that told you to sit down and stop it, just stop whatever you're doing? Have you ever
annoying.
had?
Yes.
It's annoying.
It's annoying because I'm just like, I can't sit there. Like, just sit there and listen to the wind? Just, oh, my God, no. I need to do something. Like, I need to read or watch or something.
Wow.
But, yes, I've been with a guy who told me that. And then I only found out, by the way, that I was bossy and that I don't actually ask people to do stuff. I've gotten better at it, but I don't ask people to do stuff. I tell people to do things. I found that out in my first marriage. He pointed it out that I don't ask you to do. I tell you to do. And I was like, well, nobody's ever told me anything before. Like, how do you ask somebody to do something? I need this done.
Right.
Do it.
Why.
Well, if you want something done right, maybe you should just tell them, because otherwise they may misunderstand you if you just ask. Some people don't realize you're actually saying,
let's listen to Char here.
I mean, I'm super polite. I'm super polite, so I wouldn't. That's not me. I'm just saying, when you think about it in life, if you don't ask, what do they say? A closed mouth and never gets fed. It's kind of like that. If you don't tell people what you want, and you don't tell them how to do it, how will they know how to do it right? How do they know what you want? How do they? I mean, it's a direct order, yes. And maybe she doesn't say it in such an aggressive way like we're imagining. Maybe she's telling.
I don't. I'm not like, you're gonna do it now. I just said,
Right.
I need this.
No. You don't have to say it loudly. It's the way you say it. Don't give me that. You don't have to do no volume. It's the way you say things.
I mean, okay.
If you're giving someone no option, like you're saying, no, we're going to this place, and they say, well, I don't really want to listen. We're going to this place. You're not yelling, but you're definitely being honest.
Is it like that?
I honestly don't know, because I never realized that I didn't ask people to do stuff. To me, I was asking, and it got done. But he was the one who said, I don't ask. I just tell people, and I should work on that. And that kind of opened my eyes to it. And with people that I cared about,
well, let me ask you this.
I try
maybe it got done because they were scared.
What is the more? What is the more likely way that you would phrase the beginning of this sentence? Can you blah, blah, blah for me, or I need you to blah, blah, blah for me?
Which way would you usually say it?
I need you to do this.
Demand. You're not asking.
That's demand, right? Exactly.
I need you to do this. That's a command that you're giving.
That's a command.
And they need to get this done. It's not asking if they can do this for you.
There's no choice.
Well, then my question is, in all those years before I met him, and even into the relationship before he told me that, how come nobody had ever said anything to me? Like, that's how I'm always
Because they want to smash you.
Exactly.
I mean, even girls, and girls, women, they're going to say something, but even women, they didn't tell me anything.
Well, no, because because girls don't care if their girlfriends have bad behavior, because number one, that makes them look better, and number two, women don't care about each other. So they can have a friend that's a complete basket case, that's horrible towards people, but as long as that doesn't directly impact them, they're not going to tell their girlfriend, you're being a whore, right? You need to stop, blah, blah. They're not going to do that. Unless that girlfriend starts flirting with their man because they're trying to be a good woman there. And it's, okay, listen, you need to go somewhere with that. And that's when it becomes a personal thing for them. You know what I mean?
I know y'all are going to laugh at me for this.
Of course.
Shut up, BJ.
She said, of course.
No, but now I'm thinking back to, like, how Logic was saying how I'm doing something in somebody's house, and, they tell me to do something, and I tell them no. And I remember this one time, I was having an argument with a female friend of mine, and she actually kicked me out of her house. She said, get out. And I was like, you must be out your freaking mind. You kicking me out. And I sat down, and I said, I'll leave when I'm well and ready to leave. Like, you don't kick me out of anywhere. So I sat down, and when I was ready to leave her house, I left.
See? See that?
So you can't really be put out, huh? You're like, I refuse to be put out.
You can't kick me out of a place. I'll leave when I'm ready.
Damn.
That's something I probably would have said, yeah. I am kind of stubborn about certain things.
Who do you think you are kicking me out of your house?
Right.
Yeah.
I could understand if I did something disrespectful and you had every right in the world to kick me out, but I did not. We're having an argument about something stupid, and because you're angry, you're kicking me out of your house.
You have to agree with them kicking you out the house before you.
Yes, okay. I do. Yes, you have it right. If you want it, look, she had a choice though. As does anyone else. You have a choice. If you want me out, you can come and get me out. I think Char's at work. I don't know. But if you want me out, you can come and try and get me out. Or you can let me be, and I'll leave when I want. Those are your two choices.
That's crazy.
Those are your two choices in your house.
Kyle, you could have told your friend, you can leave if you want, but I'm not going anywhere. So it's kind of like she's welcome to stay if she wants to stay, but you're definitely not leaving. That would have tripped her out if you actually said something like that, because she would have thought, the nerve of you, this is my house. And you're going to invite her to stay If she wants to, but
see,
you're
I
not
don't. When
leaving.
I'm angry, I don't have a fast mouth, so I wouldn't have even thought about that. When I'm angry, I'm just ready to fight. So I didn't even think about that. But no, I just sat down.
Pushy
I was just waiting
and
for her to come
violent.
and touch me.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm not a horrible person, everybody. I'm really not.
No, you're not horrible.
I'm a really nice person.
Anything
Why does
quiet.
everybody get so quiet?
Anything got quiet, like, yeah.
I'm just marveling.
No, because I mean,
okay.
Okay. Let me tell you.
You have to understand her vibe. I mean, I think you mean
I
well.
go out of my way for people that I care about. I go out of my way for my friends. My ex-husband, even his boys was telling him that, they wish that their women were like me.
What?
He used to have to not tell me what he wanted, because if he said he wanted XYZ, I will go and find XYZ. I bought him a car. I bought him a big screen TV. I got him braces. I got his kid glasses. Like, I do a lot. But then at the same time, I guess I'm just...
Wait. What did you say before the glasses?
Glasses, what?
Braces. He wanted
you got
braces.
Him what?
Braces for his teeth, to fix his teeth.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Kai, you had to put braces on your dude's teeth?
I'm just telling you what I did. Since everybody they have this, like, they're getting this perception that I'm this horrible, pushy person. And I guess in a sense I am. But I'm also not. I can only be me. I don't know how else to be. I could only be me. So, and I guess growing up, I really didn't have a lot of social skills. So I don't know what's in terms of social, a social setting. I don't really know what not to say and what to say. I guess how to ask to do something and how not.
Here's an easy way to navigate it. Just think about if you were the person that this is being said to. So if you're about to say something, just imagine how you would feel or what you would think if someone was saying this to you. That's how you navigate. So if you wouldn't accept someone telling you what they are or are not going to do in your house, then typically don't do that to somebody else. Or, vice versa. Whatever the case may be. It's just, and I'm not trying to, my whole point of this was just to, honestly, it was to laugh at the way that you were conducting yourself. But, you starting to feel bad or whatever is not necessary. This is how you are, yes, but just think about that. Next time you force somebody to let you wash a dish or something, then maybe they have a certain way they do things.
Well, yeah, I mean, now that you pointed out, again, when people point out certain things to me, I try my best to be aware of it. So, I mean, obviously now that you pointed it out, yeah, I'm going to be more aware of me being forceful in some other people's houses. So, I guess. And if anybody's listening that I did this to, I guess I apologize. Wasn't aware. Thought I was being nice.
Maybe you were.
Social settings absolutely suck. Like, you don't even know. It takes a lot of work to act like a quote-unquote normal person. Son of a bitch. Oh.
There's no such thing.
Why are you laughing at me? It's serious. Like, you always have to watch what you say and watch what you do and how you do it and where you do it. And, oh, my God, I just want to be myself.
It's not that deep. This is what I'm telling you.
I know. It's not that deep.
You thinking the way you do is not a problem. It's just, try your best to notice if someone is really uncomfortable with something and not just get tunnel vision on, I want to do this because this is going to make me feel like I'm not imposing or whatever. Sometimes it's bigger than that. Sometimes somebody may have, like I said, a certain way that they wanted to do it, or maybe they just really wanted you to come over and not lift a finger, and then you are kind of taking that option away from them now because you're whatever. Just pay attention. It's not wrong you wanting to help. It's not wrong you wanting to do certain things. You refusing to leave a person's house when they kick you out is you need to go. But,
yeah.
You know, helping somebody clean up, you know, some people do the normal song and dance of no, I got it, but you can tell they really want or need help. Right. Just use your best judgment, you know. But there's no reason for you to think, I'm a horrible person now. That's going a bit too far.
Well, when somebody tells me to get out of the house, just make sure you haven't pissed me off first. Then I'll leave. If I'm angry, I can't say that I'm going to think about anything you just said. So, just being honest with that. Yeah. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
So, on to New Year's resolutions. How many of y'all make New Year's resolutions? Don't lie. How many? Who does it? Char?
I stopped. I used to sit there and write a long list. Like even last year, the year before, I wrote a long list, and I accomplished a lot of what I wrote down. You know, okay, like for example, did I tell you guys this? When our radio show first started with No Contact, I wrote down on December the 24th that I was going to be a part of some type of a radio show that next year or something like that. And then it just so happened that I think that we launched in January I think we launched in January, and then Kai brought me on in February. So, but it was at the top of my list. Well, you know, close enough. So I often do achieve my goals, but I just stopped writing them now because I feel like if I don't accomplish certain things, am I a failure, or am I just putting too much pressure on myself, or are some of my resolutions just dumb anyway? So I just stopped writing. After that year, I don't think No, I did 2 years ago. I said that, right? So that's it. I just don't write them anymore. I just write goals.
What made you want to be on a radio show?
What was that?
What made you want to be on a radio show?
Because I had a radio show with my mother in a studio in Miami years ago. I thought I had mentioned that to you guys. So that's my background, Logic. I've always been in entertainment and communication. So we had a show together in Miami. You would hear it driving home from work on one of the major stations there. And I just kind of missed the concept because I'm a spokesmodel also. So if you speak anyway and you get paid to speak or you speak for a living, radio's natural. It's still media. You know, so that's what it was. So thanks, Kai. You made my resolution come true that year.
So what was your answer again? Because I didn't get the answer. I didn't.
Okay, so clean the wax out your ears, and then this might help. Okay, yeah, do that. Like I said, I was on a radio show with my mother in Miami in an actual physical studio like they used to do years ago. You know, that was that.
What was Logic's question to you? What was Logic's question to you?
You just asked me you just said what was my answer.
Yeah, what's your answer to Logic's question? So what was Logic's question to you?
His question was, what made you want to be on a radio show? And I just gave a very definitive answer. What did you miss about that?
No, you didn't give. No, you didn't give the answer.
How did I not?
You gave it.
If I've
You
been
didn't
on
give
a radio
the answer.
show
You gave
before
a story.
and I enjoyed being a part of that, why would I not? That doesn't make any. You know what, BJ, you can't pick and choose your battles wisely in 2019, sweetie. Please do that. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Because that answer could not be more straight to the point, more clear than anything. And it was right on target with the question. It absolutely was. I've already done that. That's something I've done in my past. I enjoyed it. You know, I'm a spokesmodel, so I'm used to speaking and getting paid to speak. So that's that.
Okay. All right. That's your answer.
Media. Okay. I've been entertaining my whole
life. Dude, I love
media.
this new 2019 BJ.
Please.
He's more assertive, right? I don't mind assertive, but please make some sense of the questions, dude. Please.
That's what I was trying to tell you. No,
because you're not making any sense. Because you actually listened to the question and listened to this very specific answer that I gave. You would have been on point and on point. You would have been on point, like, I see what she did. She just said.
I'm on point. I listened to you real well.
What made you want to be on a radio show? No, wait, let's back up. What made you want to be on the radio show? You don't have to have experience, but did you have any experience by any chance?
I don't need no experience. I know how to talk to people. There you go.
But you don't even talk that much in the first place.
Did
so
you hear
the
hate in that
How
logic?
does that qualify you? You don't even talk that much. I would never.
So you had to talk.
If I know
So you
your
had to
person, I
talk a
would
lot to
never
be on the
say,
radio
"Geez, I wonder
show.
if he's a radio host."
Well, you had to talk
No,
nonsense.
that
You
doesn't make any sense.
You got to talk a lot to be on a radio show.
We have a balance on the show that Kai specifically
Balance.
selected for a reason. We have
What's our
outspoken, we have engaging, we have, whatever. Everyone has their own personalities and brings something to the table, obviously, but I would never peg you for someone that's just, if you were to tell me, I'm a radio host, I would believe that you're all the other things that you do, but I absolutely wouldn't think in a million years that you're a radio host.
Co-host.
You tend to come across as more of an introvert and a little bit more on the quiet side. You just do. So radio hosts are often very outspoken. They just are. That's their job, is to speak throughout the entire program in X amount of time and keep the conversation flowing. So that's what people do.
The conversation is flowing. Is this conversation flowing?
BJ is less introverted than me. I think BJ is actually extroverted. However, he's just a quiet person. I'm introverted, believe it or not, and normally outside of this radio show, I really don't talk.
Well, I believe that.
So,
you did say that at the time, and I get that. Because it's a character. I mean, the character is the one that's aggressive and talking and all the excitement and interaction we have. And we all play a role of a character on the show because, therefore, people don't know exactly who we really are. And that's the elusiveness and the mystery of all of it. I think that's why our fans do tune in, because it's like, hey, what character will, Logic bring out today? Will Char bring out today? BJ, what character are you going to bring out today? Kai, how will she react? How will she react? So that's part of the mystery. But to say that you can't even connect why I gave that answer is beyond me. I mean, it really is. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you just miss me and you just want to talk to me, if you just want to have a reason to talk to me,
I didn't
let's go ahead and go.
I said you didn't answer the question.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I can't even imagine Logic. Did I not answer the question? It may not have been to his liking, but you think I did answer the question? It's not because it's so clear that. But you know what? The guys ganged up on the girls anyway on the show. The guys ganged up on the girls anyway. I don't even know why I set myself up for that one. Kai, you're right. I did. Because he's going to be on his boys' side because it's two guys. It's the opinions of two guys and two women, two females and females.
That's not always right. That's not always true. BJ and Logic don't always agree.
We don't always agree.
Well, not always, but often enough when it comes to specific things. Yes, they do. A lot of times they do. Not all the time, but they do. A lot of times they do, and it's kind of like, okay, I know I'm not in the boys' club. I didn't plan to be in the boys' club. I'm not ever going to be in the boys' club.
A club?
A club.
You guys ever heard of the boys' club and you're actually supposed to be men? Okay, right. You don't have to divulge the fact that you have a membership that's paid up, for life. So, there's certain things that men, the certain way that men think, and you guys talk about certain things that, you think us women don't think about or talk about, and you guys, it's being a man. They call it the boys' club. There's a whole lot that goes with that. I can't give away all the details. I could be beheaded tomorrow, so
I guess I got educated today.
Too much.
I'm in the club.
Yeah. I
you
guess
sure
you told us.
Oh, wow.
That was very interesting. I was just trying to see how long everybody would talk.
That's just a peek, Kai. That's just a peek. That is a peek into what it is.
Good God. I learn every day that it's actually a blessing that I'm a woman, because if I was a guy, I would either be single or I would be in jail for beating my woman. I don't have the patience. My God. I just don't. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't think sex is worth it. Just don't.
It's levels to this.
No, because that's what Logic always says. He says, you don't want to get pussy from that. Like, it's just, to me, sex isn't worth the lunacy. I couldn't. I'd be one of those guys, how they always, like, an argument starts and the guy just always slams out of the house, jumps in the car and peels off. That would be me. I couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, that can only happen if you have somebody not blocking the door when you're trying to leave.
Blocking the door? You can't pick the girl up and move her out the way. Are you serious?
Well, no. Well, at that point, that's assault, and now she can call the cops.
How is that assault? Because you picked her up and moved her out the way.
Every time you touch her, she can lie.
When you move her out of the way, she's going to slam herself into the wall like,
oh,
you pushed me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Why are y'all with women?
Listen, I had a girl get
wrong.
mad at me. I had a girl get mad at me because I wasn't engaging her when she was on her little crazy train, and she came over to me. What?
No, I was gonna say I've honestly done that. Go ahead.
Damn.
She came over to me and started physically pinching me to get me to look at her. Pinching me, like pinching and twisting. Pinching me. And then got on me and then was like biting like my shoulder and stuff like that and like, you're going to pay attention to me now. So, when I pushed her off of me, months down the line, that story turned into I threw her across the room. And blah blah. I said, "Are you serious? That's how you remember that? You said, yeah. Well, you know what? You need to go file a court case, and we need to go to court because that's what you're talking about is crazy. That's a maniac you just described. I threw you across the room. All I was trying to do was talk to you. Crazy train.
Well. No, my ex-husband, he was sitting there staring into space while I was yelling at him, and that drove me, oh my God, that drives me insane. I don't know why. Just don't.
Why?
I don't know. Like, if I'm pissed off, you need to do something.
What? Need to do something?
I can't.
Like what?
Yes. I don't know. Like, don't sit there ignoring me with a stupid smile on your face or just a blank look or...
Were you yelling at him?
Yes.
Okay, well, how could he be ignoring you if you're yelling? He obviously hears you.
Because he was sitting there staring at the ceiling with just this slack look on his face.
He was calm.
So it wasn't that he was ignoring you because it would be impossible unless he was deaf. What it was is you were angry. He wasn't responding. That's what you were angry at. You wanted him to give you the same energy back.
Yep.
And when men check out, they check out because they don't want to punch you in your face. Because that is the natural progression for men. Like, we don't get angry and then keep arguing. Well, nowadays they do because they're more feminine. But how we would be for men usually is it would get to an argument level and then it would be action. And the action would be, I'm leaving and I'm no longer going to be around this person anymore because I don't like this person. Or it's going to be physical ramifications for whatever was happening, and we're going to fight and mix this up real quick and get this done. But nowadays, that doesn't happen because these dudes are feminine. Now, you transfer that situation over to girls, men are told what? You can't hit a girl. You know, so you can't go through your normal progression of how you deal with conflict. So when this chick starts yelling and getting in your face and crosses that line that you would have normally punched a dude in the face for, you have to go to your happy place in order to not abuse this chick. So then that's why you see men drift off into the twilight because they're trying to convince themselves not to kill you.
Okay, so can I just add something to that, Kai? This is just for your own information. That exact analogy and statement that came from Logic came specifically from the Boys Club manual number 7.
Oh my God.
It was written in 1998.
I know what the Boys Club.
Listen, it's chapter 28. Chapter 28, code B39. Okay, that's where he got that from. Do you see my point? The Boys Club manual. The Boys Club manual. Good job, Logic.
Well,
okay, Char, wait, Char,
it wasn't just my ex-husband who did that. Look, my best friend did that too. He was in the car. I'm screaming at him about something, and he's calmly slurping his drink. And with each slurp, I was envisioning murdering him because he's just calm and just.
Yeah, you gotta tune out.
And then he'll once in a while say, uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually stopped the car in the middle of the road and was like, get out, I couldn't, oh my God.
I'd be like, peace out.
So, I mean, it's not just one guy that's done it.
His brain was on cruise control. He waited for you to start saying something. That was the normal automatic response. Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah. I hear
but
you.
that is infuriating. If I'm yelling, you need to do something too. Like whether you yell back or
No, we don't.
You do.
Nope.
Yes, you do.
No, this is your problem that you're having about something. I don't have to do anything.
No, this is our problem. If I'm yelling at you, it's our problem.
No, it's your problem. Your problem is that you can't deal with whatever frustration is happening, so you want to take it out on me, and I'm not going to listen, because if I listen too long, I'm going to want to smash this drink that I'm slurping in your face. Okay, so I'm just going to sit and stare out the window and think about the video games I'd rather be playing or the other places that I'd rather be, and when I hear you stop your peanuts adult language, wah, 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 and when I hear it stop, I'm going to say, uh-huh. So you can continue on with your wah, 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 wah. I'm not listening. This is crazy.
That is so infuriating.
If two people are yelling, who's listening?
Nobody.
It doesn't matter. My thing is, like, just do something. Do something.
Wow.
No, do something.
Damn.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
At that point in time...
Yo. God, she got a special book manual. Damn.
I want to see that book. Y'all are hiding it from us, and we need to read it. So we need to be on the same page.
I'm not only a member, I'm the president.
I read quite a bit of it, Kai. I read quite a bit of the book, but however, I did sign a non-disclosure. So I can't divulge anything else. But trust me when I tell you, these two guys, they're in the club. They have a lifetime membership.
Well, that's outside of girl code, don't you think? Like, if you know all these secrets, aren't you supposed to share it with us?
Char doesn't know anything. There's a fugazi copy that we give to people.
The girl code. That's why we're called women. Girls. No. You know what, you guys? I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what happened. When I was younger, my ex-husband, I don't know if it's because he was in the military and they have their own really weird sayings and they're just different. And so, but he had a sense of humor, but he would constantly tell me certain specific things. He would say, Char, now I'm going to tell you this, okay? He goes, one of these days you're going to need this information, but that just happened over there, that's in the boys' code manual. You know, and he would tell me what section, and of course I don't know if it was really a book, but he would say, trust me, I'm not supposed to be sharing this information with you. But in other words, he was trying to get me to think like a guy. So in a lot of ways, I actually adopted that, and I appreciate that he did bring me in to his world. Yes.
This is the reason why you chicks keep wasting money on Steve Harvey. It is not possible for you to think like a guy. You're not wired that way. It is not possible for you to do so.
Well, like I said, I took bits and pieces, and I was able to apply it to certain
You didn't take bits and pieces into anything, because if you did, Char, you would not have been duped by the men that you have been duped by. So you didn't take a bit and piece of anything.
That's not true. Do you realize that most people you know have better advice for relationships than they do their own? Everyone knows how to tell someone else to handle the relationship, but when it comes to theirs, they just don't make the right decision.
Listen to me.
So it's not that I don't know. I'm just not.
That's like saying somebody has learned how to properly balance money, yet in their own life they're broke and can't pay their bills. That doesn't happen. If you never learned how to balance money properly, then you are not in a position to give anybody advice. You're not going to have certain things happen to you, because the first thing people are going to ask is, really, you're an accountant. Why are you like going into foreclosure and
Chapter 11. What is that? I don't understand. You're a finance advisor and you've gone bankrupt 3 times?
Yeah, but Logic, just because a woman has failed relationships that she chose to discontinue does not mean that she wasn't thinking like a man. It means that she wasn't putting up with any more BS that she did for X amount of time. So that means at some point she put that down.
True,
men don't have patience with us.
Okay.
Men don't have patience with us. I must have learned something.
Okay, Sean. If that's true, then you're saying this woman that knew all of this insider information willingly walked into a destructive relationship for some other reason because they already knew it and they decided to participate in it anyway.
No, it's called disguise. It's called disguise. The average person shows you their best side. If people showed you their worst side, Logic, I can whisper too. If people showed you their worst side when they're introduced to you, you wouldn't even go out with them again. Of course, everybody puts their best foot forward, Logic.
So the dude that you go out so the dude that you went out on a date with, one day he just drops a ninja smoke bomb, and then it's a horrible person in front of you, and you're stuck in a relationship with that person.
No, that's what I just said. I just said no. I just said, of course not. No one does that. It's a creep. It's a creep. It's gradual. Before it's kind of like it just cracks you over the head one day. You're like, wait a minute, I had no clue.
No, it's
this
not.
is who you really are.
This isn't about men and women. I say the same thing about guys. We've talked about this before. I said if a dude has his life together and he gets involved with a woman that can't pay her bills, she's not mobile, she doesn't have any transportation of some sort, Uber, a car, nothing. She has nothing. And she's essentially at the same level of a person that's still in high school, relying on people giving them rides. And she takes nothing in life seriously. She has no plans. And then if you get involved in a relationship with that girl, everything that happens to you is your fault because the writing is on the wall of what type of woman this is. So you can't be shocked when it's nothing but drama after you get with this person. You got to pick her up. You got to drop her off. You got to take her here. She can't even put cheese on a Whopper for you. That's how broke she is. But, you know, birthdays are going to come around. Holidays are going to come around. She's going to, of course, feel that she deserves vacations and nice trips. And all of this is going to be on you to provide. And even when you give them all that, there's still no guarantee that she's going to stick around because you got to work in order to pay for your bill and hers. So you're going to have to work a lot. I'm going to ask the resident old head in this situation. BJ, what do most women say when a man is working in order to pay his bills and hers? What is her complaint down the line?
You don't have enough time with me. You don't see me enough. We don't go out enough. Yep.
So if a guy walks into that situation, it's his fault. He can't say, I know all of this, and I've been aware of all of these things, but sometimes it's just a gradual thing. It's not gradual. You can see immediately what type of person this is. Now, would you know every single quirk with that person? No, you won't. You're not going to know that she's into whatever, specific proclivities. But you can tell the type of woman that she is and make your decision accordingly.
Alrighty, I can vouch for that. That makes sense. I mean, I can't act like I was totally blindsided the entire time. So, in any case, whether it be, the past or previous relationships before this one, I mean, I get that. But but the boys' code is not just about relationships, guys. It's the way men think about a lot of things in life. It's not just about men and women. So the Steve Harvey's book is apparently about how to finally get a man and keep him, but he can't even keep a wife long enough. I mean, 2-3 wives he's gone through. The last few years? So he's not the person that I would look up to and say, wow, you must be the epitome of someone who understands relationships. No, not at all.
Well, school your girls, because they're buying his bull.
They buying that book up.
My mother told me she bought his book back then. I'm like, what? You're missing. Well, it might have been before she was married. I don't know. But it's kind of funny. You know, a lot of women did look up to it. They followed it like it was a Bible. It's ridiculous. I mean, remember the couple, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and they got a divorce. It was a huge, nasty divorce. Yeah. They wrote the book, each of them, with their own angle, their own experiences, so that they can help other couples be happy and live a really long, happy life together, only to get divorced. It was the most embarrassing scandal, right? Yeah, so
I don't remember that at all.
It had happened, Kai. Somewhere between you ignoring someone while they were upset and you're not listening to them. With some conversation, you somehow missed that. But yeah, it did happen. It happened. I mean, life still goes on, of course. Right.
So, yeah, anyways, back to resolutions. So Char stopped doing it. She used to do it to the point that she got on the radio show, which is one of her resolutions. Why did you stop doing resolutions?
It's too much pressure on yourself.
If it was working out for you, why did you stop? Huh?
I just feel like it's too much pressure. It's weird, and if you don't keep it up, I don't know. It's just I think you should just set goals anyway. You know, set goals, even if you do it twice a year. You know, and cross them off as you go along. And I'm not saying a bucket list, like you have to jump off the top of the Grand Canyon and land on your feet. But I just think that the whole idea is exciting right around the first, and then a lot of people literally just bomb. They just crash, and boom, that's it, you know. Brace for impact. It's over. You know how many people just don't keep them? So I just think it's fun to talk about or think about. And many people don't even discuss their resolutions. Like I put that one on Facebook because there wasn't anything in the resolutions that particular year that was that personal. So but the fact that I put it on Facebook is a paper trail. So it's like a receipt. So I can show that I indeed did write this on this particular year or date, and it did happen. You know what I mean? Like in that order. But who keeps them? Especially weight. A lot of women say, I'm going to lose weight. She's eating hoggier than ever. Just had 6 cheeseburgers. You know?
Yeah, that's the main one. Go to the gym. Yeah, that's the main one.
Well, yeah, right. This month the gym is packed right now. Give it about the second week. Second week it'll start. Yeah. That's the main one. January, some people make it all the way to February, and then that's it.
Die off.
She said all the way to February.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, because that's actually far for somebody who set a goal or a resolution. Let me not say goal, a resolution to lose weight. February is actually pretty far. So,
right.
Yeah.
I get it. That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Logic, have you ever set resolutions, New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I've had goals. I mean, yeah.
No.
I don't know
You're saying
the difference
goals.
between...
Goals to me are different than having a New Year's resolution. I set goals for my business. I don't think I've really set goals for my personal self, but I always set goals for my business. I don't do New Year's resolutions. So I'm asking. A New Year's resolution is on December 31st. You're like, okay, for 2019, and then you don't even start it till 2019 exactly. For 2019, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, and you do nothing to start it until January 1st. Actually, January 2nd.
That's a goal.
Right.
Huh?
No, it's a resolution. No, a
goal is I'm going to make 6 figures this year. And as soon as you make that goal, you write down how you're going to get there every single month, every single day, every single week, and you start at that moment trying to get to that goal. A resolution is you wait till January 2nd to actually start. And you have no written plan of how you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's just a one-liner, and you just look at it like, okay, this is what I said I was going to do, and then you cross off your list, but you're not.
Exactly, and that's it.
It's not strategic. It's not strategic at all. Like a goal would be.
Yeah, I don't.
Like
lose.
I was gonna say like losing weight for a New Year's resolution. I want to lose 50 pounds this year. you post up pictures of back when you were 15 or whatever, and you clear out your fridge of all the junk, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to do it on January 1st because I'm going to be too drunk on that day because, everybody drinks on, yeah. But anyways, they're going to be too drunk on that day or whatever. So,
or any leftovers.
So January 2nd, yeah, so they're like, January 2nd, I'm in the gym, I'm there. They've actually not set a goal. They just said this is what they want to do. Now, goal of losing weight is, okay, I want to change my lifestyle to be healthier. I do want to lose this weight. You can put up a picture, but you're going to be like, okay, so let me go ahead and look up programs. If I can't afford a personal trainer, let me look up programs of how to do this. I'm going to write it down. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to do strength training. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to do cardio and lose 300 calories each day. And I'm going to eat this way, and I'm only going to eat this many calories, and blah, blah, blah. That's actually sitting down and taking time to set a goal and knowing what you're going to do.
Putting your resolution tie into your goal.
Your resolution could tie into your goal. At that point, I wouldn't call it a resolution. I'd just call it a goal. You just set a goal. Mm-hmm. To me, resolution has been, the word New Year's resolution has been corrupted to just mean a fad. I'm going to do this because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
Well,
I'm going to put this on a piece of paper and burn it in a bonfire and walk around the bonfire or whatever they do. What were you saying, Logic?
Yeah, the gym is definitely becoming a New Year's fad where it's like, this year I'm going to, and like you said, people drop off after 6 weeks.
Right.
It's been such a fad that it's actually part of the economy now. So if you want to buy, like if you are actually in the gym and you want to buy something, you wait till January because it'll be on sale then. If you were waiting to get into a gym because you just, you've been working out at home, but it's, your workout has kind of exceeded your living room space, and you wanted to get into a gym, wait till January. It'll be on sale then. It's just become part of our economy.
Well, I've never heard any person say their resolution to be, I want to be a better person than last year. I never heard that. Nobody I know that said that.
I've heard people say that.
Really?
It's just like, well, how? What do you want to change? Yeah, I've heard people say, I want to be a better person. Okay.
Yeah, but they never ask you.
That's nice.
Like, the ideas anything I should change, but they never ask you that, right?
Oh, no, never that. I want to be a better person. Just that.
I know, right?
Yeah, but who has to write that down to convince themselves? Shouldn't you just do that in your heart and know that, how you've treated people or what you have carried out over the years that might have been hurtful or questionable? Why is that something to write down? Unless you're coming out of rehab. I don't see how that should be something.
Sometimes for different personalities, writing it down makes it, solidifies it. A personality like Logic's, for instance. As you know, I've known Logic for a while. A personality, no, it's nothing funny. A personality like Logic's, for instance, he has a really great memory. So if he says this and he's written it down in his head, he'll remember this for years. Me?
Okay.
I need it written down in front of me, and I actually, in front of my desk, I have a cork board, or is it called a caulk board? I don't know what it's called. But that board where I could just stick notes on, and I have it there.
It's a cork board.
I have to look at it. So, even on my cork board right now, when I was going through a difficult time, 2 years ago, one of my largest customers we had parted ways, and I was going through financial problems, and I was just really depressed. And one day I got an email, and normally I delete these particular emails, and for some reason I opened it up, and it said, I will be back to where I started, and when I started, I was desperately wishing to be where I am now. And that resonated with me like you wouldn't even believe. And I printed it out and I posted it on my corkboard. So, for me, I have to write stuff out. If I say I'm going to be a better person, I'm going to put how I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. And I'm going to post it there. So every time I look at it, I remember I'm supposed to be doing this. So it's just your different personalities.
Mm.
And so
I can dig that.
I stopped being a coach now. Yeah, so
I guess
if I wake up
people would need that. Yeah.
Because so me, I could wake up and just be in a really bad mood, And if I'm in that mood, I'm not going to think about, I said I was going to be a better person this year. I'm just thinking about my immediate mood. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if I sit down and I look up at my board, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be trying to think more positively and not be moody.
So you gotta have
you know
like
what
a
I'm saying?
vision board, huh? Mhm.
In a sense, yeah, but not the way everybody has kind of bastardized the word vision board, where everybody has a vision board. Let's just post pictures of what we want. That does nothing for me. I have lists. I'm a list person. So my thing is I write out lists and why I'm doing this and how I'm going to do this and my reminders. You know, that's me.
Yeah, that's me too. Definitely. Wow. So does anyone
Dude, this
have
is
a
turning
bucket
into a
list?
whole other motivational speaker type thing.
But wait a minute, didn't you ask everybody a few months ago about a bucket list? And did we all give one thing that we would put on a list, or did you ask if any of us had one? Because it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar, you know. Okay. Do you guys remember that, DJ Logic? Because it's more like not goals per se. It's more like what did you say? Do you remember what you said would be on your list, on your bucket list? DJ?
Ooh.
No? You remember us talking about it. You don't remember if you had something on, if you had a bucket list? Something that you really wanted to do or accomplish. I don't
even remember asking this question. Do any of y'all remember this?
Was it a bucket list?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember asking this at all.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it. Logic, you don't remember
it
that?
was like I forgot the name of the show. Though. It was something. Yeah, we touched on it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we just touched on it. Well, because I don't.
You know what? Vaguely, I remember us having a show about stuff, and I think it ended up being everyone was talking about places that they wanted to see or something that they wanted to do or achieve before they die, and certain how missed opportunities can lead to a life like, oh God, I should have did that at this time and I didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's what we ended up talking
about.
That's
what it was.
Something connected to that.
You're right. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I mean, but it's so similar because, like you said, a bucket list is what you want to do before you die. And a lot of people say superstitiously you have to add on to it. So if you get close to the last goal, like say you want, okay, like I said, the Grand Canyon, you wanted to jump at the highest level of the Grand Canyon and land on your feet. I know know people that make the list so like unachievable, but they do achieve it. Each like sky, jumping out of a plane or whatever. But when you get close, you have to add something else onto it because it's called a bucket list before you kick the bucket. But it's adventurous in a sense, I think. Things that are
the problem I find in bucket lists is the same problem, with New Year's resolutions. It's you're just throwing it out there like, okay, I want this to be in 2019, or I want to do this before I die. But there's no structure to, okay, when am I going to do this? How am I going to get this done, or whatever. Like what you're talking about, the Grand Canyon. There's people right now that are living as close as Texas that have always said, I would love to go to the Grand Canyon one day. What are you talking about? A couple of years of saving up to get a Greyhound or something. There, there is some kind of tour guide that takes you out there and shows you all of that stuff. And is it going to cost you some money? Assuredly. But if this is something that you've always wanted to do in your life, start saving. Start making whatever provisions you can, whatever it may be. You don't have to just push it to the end of, well, maybe one day when I'm old I'll get to. Why? No. That doesn't make any sense to me. I got a buddy right now. No kids, no girl. He's in his 50s. He once was in the Army back when he was in his 20s, right? What you say? What did you say that for? What?
How are you in your 50s, no girl, no kid, like, dang, what did you do with your life? You were just single the whole time?
No, it don't have to be. I mean, I'm not going to put his business out there, but
You can have a guy that got with a bunch of knuckleheads, and he thankfully never had kids on any of these train wrecks.
And you never, like, got out of that? Like, you never... You couldn't figure out what the problem was? And
as me and BJ said, if you keep walking into that same trap, that's your fault. you have to at some point.
The guy he just said he was dealing with a lot of train wrecks. So all the relationships or women that he was,
I'm saying he could have
been.
been. I'm not going to put his business. I don't know. I'm not going to put his business out there. But I'm saying it's possible to be that. It's just like it's possible to be a good woman, but you're in your 50s and you have no man. You know what I mean? It's possible for that to happen. Yeah. But, you know, inevitably you've made some dumb mistakes throughout your life. But anyway, he was, you know, stationed out in Germany when he was in the Army, back when he was in his 20s. And I casually brought up a vacation that I plan on taking in the next couple of years. And he was like, oh, man, you know, I would love to go back to, you know, to I can't remember the section of Germany he was stationed in. He was like, yeah, just the, you know, the smell of the bakeries and stuff, and you know, it would just be beautiful to be able to. And I was like, why haven't you gone? Well, how much do you think that costs? And in my head, I'm thinking, you could have, for the past 20 years, you could have, like, taken this trip. Like, who knows? Whatever it is, it's not an absorbent amount of money because the Army sent you there. So it can't be astronomical. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? A few grand to take a trip, to take a vacation? You know? But when you keep telling yourself tomorrow, it never comes.
Never comes.
You end up getting sick. You know, you're bedridden now, and you're telling your grandkids or your nieces and nephews, oh, I always wanted to go to Chicago.
Oh man, that's crazy. I should have did that. I could have.
I never saw the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. I never went. What?
Yo, what kind of?
Never caught a plane or a train, or even in worst case scenario, a bunch of buses to California to see the Pacific Ocean? Oh, you know, I never left the city. You never left the city?
Dang, God. I think I would wither and die if I stayed in one place that long.
Yeah, let me break your heart a little further. I know people in Philly that's never been to the beach. The beach is right across the bridge.
Isn't the beach like right across the bridge or something?
That's
crazy. Right across the bridge.
That's
crazy. The beach. That's never been. Never saw it a day in their life.
That's, yo.
Like I said, I would wither and die if I just stayed in the same place.
Now this statement I don't really hold him for because a lot of it, if you don't think about it, then you don't know about it. But I went up to Erie, Pennsylvania before, so I saw Lake Erie out there, and a friend of mine was asking me like, "Oh man, you know, what's that look like?" And I was describing to him. I said, think of the ocean with no waves. That's what it looks like. And he couldn't he was like, huh? I said, yeah, it's that you cannot see nothing. You can't see the other side. It's just all water, but there's no waves. It's just flat water. And he just couldn't conceive of what that possibly would look like. So I told him, I said, just go up the Erie. It's 2 hours. Take the trip up the turnpike.
Oh, it's only 2 hours away?
Yeah.
Erie, PA, yeah.
It's like going to the Poconos.
Yeah, Poconos, and then you head west after that. Yeah, Erie's up there.
I may have to put that on my summer trip. But
yeah. Don't go in the winter.
Oh yeah. Don't
is it really? Oh well, yeah. It's a lake. I was gonna say, is it really cold?
Yeah, the lake effect. Whenever it snows, there's a thing called lake effect, which makes it 10 times worse than regular. Like everybody else got normal, and we have 1.5 foot over here. What? Oh wait, you need a lake. Okay, yeah, okay, that's about right.
Well, I want to go
Yeah,
into winter. That must be pretty.
You do? Oh, well,
I'm telling you, you don't want to be in Erie, Pennsylvania,
let it go.
snowed in.
Let it go.
I'm just laughing at BJ like, let her learn her lesson. Let her go.
You'll learn.
I just want to. Like, I'll just bring, like, really, really warm clothes, yeah?
Okay, well,
for the occasion.
I'll tell you what. If you do, you pack every type of goodie that you like, and you pack plenty of, battery-powered stuff.
Yeah.
And make sure whatever cabin you go to get, that they have, like, generators that the groundskeepers are going to take care of, that you don't have to trudge out there to do anything. And, yeah, you'll
is
probably
it like
have a
Alaska
time.
or something? Like, what is I don't...
No, it's not like Alaska. It's just when it snows near a lake, it's a lot worse. So if you're going to be somewhere like that and it's going to, like, say there's a blizzard coming, it's going to be a lot worse when you're near a lake. So you're going to be stuck a lot longer because it's more.
Gotcha.
And because Erie is already rural, it's not. I mean, it's not rural as in, you got people chewing on wheat, looking at you, and it's not like that. But it's like they don't have a lot of stuff out there. It's just, it's a bunch of lake people. So just get the stuff that you like. Like, you're not going to go somewhere and you lost, boy. Like, bong, 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 bong.
Huckleberry Finn area.
Right. See, you walk in somewhere and they describe you as colored, that ain't going to happen. But,
Oh, my God.
You definitely need your creature comforts.
Dude, you already know, BJ, I'm gone. I will drive the 2 hours right back home.
She be like, I gotta go.
You're
driving a Jeep.
Did you just call me a colored fella? Never mind. Cancel that sandwich. I'm out of here.
Area. Nope.
Take you in another world. What?
Did you say get me a sandwich? Is that what you said?
I said cancel that sandwich. I'm out of here.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say I'm not getting food from them. Are you crazy?
and go up there with a Jeep that has the 4-wheel drive and all that kind of stuff. Not no.
Man, where you headed to, colored fella?
Okay, so real quick, because we have only 7 minutes left. What are some relationship, and when I say resolutions, I use the term very loosely. I mean goals. What are some relationship goals that couples should set for the new year, and how do you think we can make them stick? So I think something like maybe...
Communicate more?
Go ahead. What were you going to say? Yeah, communication. Communication. Less arguments. More time for each other, especially the couples who have children. More time for each other. And finances. Make sure you're open about your finances. And I guess how to balance them. Because I know when finances become an issue, couples fight a lot, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean about open about your finances?
I mean, like, I guess like how to budget. If there's because sometimes there's one person
being able to honestly tell your spouse if you're broke or not. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, no. I'm talking about because I know some men for some reason don't like to divulge their finances. I don't understand why, but that's just how some men are. If it's your
wife or is y'all what? Committed relationship? Is y'all living together? You what? Really?
Yeah, that's how some guys are.
I wouldn't. If I was my girl, how much you make? Enough. Why?
That's what I'm married. Okay.
Start clocking my check. What?
I don't understand that. That's ridiculous to me.
Ain't none of your business. What you need? You need money? Tell me what you need.
It is. Okay,
Other
so
than
if
that,
I
stay out my
was with
business.
you, it would be my business because you're
No,
mine, hence your money is mine and my money is yours, and we need to
My
see how
money
much
is
money
what?
we're making. Your money is mine.
My money is what? No,
Say
it's
that,
not.
Kai,
My
say that
money
again.
is
Say that again,
my
Kai.
money.
No, what? Your money is our
Yeah.
money. What are you talking
Hey,
It
about?
y'all
is
living
not
together.
our
What?
money.
Unless
It's
you-
my
Man.
money.
No. Did you get
You must have
married?
lost your mind.
Did you get married? If you got
I
married,
don't
your
care
money
if
is
I got
community
married
money.
and been married for over a decade of my life.
Your
I don't
money
care
is
if
my money.
I don't care if I spent more time on this earth married than single. My money is still my money. And whatever you need, you can talk to me, and if I can, I'll give it to you. But other than that, my money has my name on it with my Social Security number going into my account.
Your money, men,
No.
if you are married, is community money. It is there to take
She said
care
community.
of your family.
Really? Okay, so
Oh, yes.
every woman out here working, her money that she makes and works hard for, that's her husband's money?
She won't win the
I would
See,
say that's community money
BJ,
as well.
do you see
However-
how quiet they just got?
I didn't.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
get quiet.
Hypocrite.
I didn't get quiet. I said I would
listen,
say that is
you
also
took,
community
you took
money.
the longest
I was taking
pause
a sip
as
of
if
my
somebody
tea
just
and I was
asked
swallowing. What do you
you
want me
to
to
summarize
do?
War and Peace.
I took a
I asked
sip
you a
of
very
my
simple-
tea.
Whatever.
I was swallowing my tea. My
How
God.
convenient.
Whatever. I was saying
So-
that the woman's money, I would say, is community money as well. However, that's my opinion. Because really, the woman's money is her money. The man's money belongs to the family, and the woman's money is her money.
God, no.
That is
Oh,
nonsense.
God.
What you're saying.
Oh, yo.
That is complete nonsense. Go. You know what, ladies? Go ahead and listen to her if you want. But let me tell you right now, messing with a dude like me, you gonna find yourself walking. My money is.
I mean,
I would laugh so hard while I'm packing her bag. That would be the funniest thing in the world. Really.
My thing is, if
yours.
you're gonna be, a dick and just not help out in the household, and you just let your guy break his back and everything like that, and obviously I don't think that's how you should do it. However, the man needs to understand also that his money is the family's money, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Char, why are you so quiet? How's she letting me do this all by myself?
Oh no, I was just just laughing and listening. Yeah, it was pretty funny when you guys were doing this. That your money's my money, his money's my money, and logic is like, no, my money's my money, and then if you really need something, I'll go get it for you. I mean, that was a classic.
Well, no, I shouldn't have to.
That was funny.
If it's a huge purchase, then I think we need to talk about it together. I shouldn't have to come and be like,
If you're
babe,
if you're
can
not
I have
paying for
$100
it, what do we need to talk about? If you're not paying for it, if you are not
we need to
contributing one
discuss
nickel,
if this is something
no,
that
we
do
don't.
need to
We
purchase.
don't. This is a dictatorship. This is my money, and I'm not even making any specific. I'm not talking about the man is not making provisions for his family and taking care of his kids in the house or whatever. Yes, he needs to do all that. But to say that his money that he makes is yours, that is nonsense. That's nonsense. Because he's out there working and doing whatever he has to do to get the money up. As long as he's able to keep the house and keep you fed and take care of his children the way he needs to do, whatever else he does is none of your business. If he wants to get himself a $3,000 TV, why does he have to talk to you about it if you're not contributing one nickel to that TV? What's he need to talk to you about? Everything else that you need in your life is taken care of.
I don't want that TV in my house.
So
I don't want that TV in my house. Suppose
if you don't like
too
that
gaudy
TV
to
in
go
your
in
house,
my living room.
Then go sit in your room and don't look at my TV.
Oh my God.
Well, it would be our house, and it would be our room. Hence, that TV would be ours, and I don't want it in my living room.
Sound like some mafia crap to me. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. No.
So Logic, I need to meet this lovely woman whenever you decide to get married. We want to talk to her on here.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. You broads are funny. You try to act like it's gonna be hard if number one, if I want to get a girl, and I'm telling whatever chick this is, I'll take care of the house. I'll keep the food in the fridge. You won't have to worry about none of the bills. You want to go out, as long as you're being reasonable and understanding my time constraints, I'll take you out. You'll never have to pay or whatever, and whatever kids we have will be taken care of. If this chick wants to then make it a hardline issue that she needs to know how much money I'm bringing into my account, she's going to walk. But I guarantee you there will be hundreds of women that will be totally okay with that situation, that would not need to know. Hundreds, thousands, I guarantee you. And as time goes on, that number is going to keep going up because women are going to realize how hard it is to find a man out here that's not sitting out there hustling, trying to get side coochie constantly. I'm not that kind of guy. You know how many women out there wish they had a dude that they didn't have to worry about bringing home a disease or a baby mom knocking on their door one day, like, I need to talk to you. That kind of guy is dying out. You want to be mad because you don't have access to my bank account, my statement. So you don't. How much do you make exactly? I said, man, pack a bag and beat it.
Well, we're actually off air now. I mean, it's still on the recording end of the podcast, but we're off live air. So we'll continue this conversation at another time. We will see y'all back here next Thursday right here on No Conduct Radio. Thank you to everyone who joined us. And if you want to listen to Logic and BJ, then go ahead. They're both single, though. So.
Yeah, exactly. They're single. And Happy New Year to everyone once again.
Wait. Here's my question. Why do y'all keep assuming that I'm single?
Dude, bring her on air.
I don't need
what?
to bring. Listen, I don't need to bring.
Is she like you?
No.
Is she a she?
No. Is she a she?
Oh my God! You did not ask me that. I gotta go, guys. Y'all crazy. Everybody have a great week.
Oh my God. She oh no.
I just find it funny how these two broads, who last time I checked, one is the most recent one that has a relationship, and the other one also has no man in her life. They're going to sit here and constantly assume I'm single because they can't imagine that some woman would be able to understand that, what I'm putting down actually makes sense. That's funny to me. Hilarious.
And I don't know why you think I'm single, but it is what it is.
I thought you just told us you were single.
Oh no, listen, BJ, you are a go-getter and a dude that has a business that's flourishing, and you are in a an industry where you're surrounded by beautiful women. Why would you be in a relationship? It's not possible for you to have found someone and you're just not putting your business out there on the radio. It's not possible.
Exactly.
It's not possible at all. You're lying. Obviously, you're gay, BJ.
And on that note, we will catch y'all next week right here on No Conduct Radio. Peace out, everyone.
Mm-hmm.